Hey everyone, welcome to the Midday Moment. I am your host, Dr. Davina Jones, Assistant Spiritual Leader of today's church and fivefold General for Church of the Everlasting Kingdom, headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland. It is my honor, my privilege to grow in these communities, to study in these communities, to keep learning how to live my best life and do good work and be good to myself and good to other people as I embrace the Spirit of God, as I embrace the everywhere evenly present spirit of absolute good. And so I didn't get a chance to share out loud with you how I'm growing and encourage you about your growth in life. How do you experience? This is really one of my favorite summaries of this. How do you experience peace in the midst of chaos? When there's chaos all around, either in your home, your workplace, your career, your profession, your industry, your domain, family, job, all of that. How do you navigate peace in the midst of chaos? And so, as I do that, I share out loud with you because just as you need your physical exercises so that your body can get to where it needs to be and show up for you, you need your spiritual exercises so that your soul, that internal part of you, your mind, what you're thinking, your intellect, how you feel to those thoughts, your heart, your feelings, and your will, how you act out all of that, you need to feed that, and we call that spiritual food, spiritual exercises that feed the soul. And so normally I just summarize it as prayer work, meditation work, but yesterday I reviewed this and I'll do it again. So for example, January we highlighted visioning, visualization, and dreaming as a part of your prayer work. We do a lot of vision boards and manifestation boards during that time, first of the year. February, we highlighted fellowship, networking, and mentoring. Yes, that's our prayer work. Fellowship, networking, and mentoring. We call that prayer work as well. Reading, studying, and researching. As a part of my prayer work, I read out of the Daily Inspiration for Better Living. It's published by the Universal Foundation for Better Living. And so I'm sharing out of this book this week as a part of my reading exercise. Next week, I'm going to be sharing from what we call Kingdom 365. So I'll be sharing from that all next week. April, we highlighted fasting, forgiving, and feasting. If you just fasting and not forgiving, you just mean and hungry, or maybe you're trying to diet. That's it. But the spiritual work is the fasting, forgiving, and the feasting. And May, we highlighted scripture, denials, and affirmation. I gave you an example of that yesterday. Next month for June, we're going to highlight stewardship of time, talents, and treasure. Yes, sometimes you might loosely call it volunteer work. All right, but the stewardship of your time, talent, and treasure, that's prayer work. So all of that assists me, supports me in living my best life. All right, so today's reading, and I copied. I'll make sure it's copied on the Midday Moment page if it's not already there. Today's reading is The Power of Voice. I'm not going to read it all, but the power, it's a short reading, so it behooves you to go ahead and go to that page and read it. But there's one part in here that grabs me. Normally I can find a one liner to really, really, really center on and make it my thesis. When your speech contradicts your thinking, you create friction. When your speech contradicts what you really think and feel, you create friction. So you got some friction going on. You got to look at the power of your voice. What are you saying? And how much of a contradiction is it to what you truly believe? And by the same token, if you got a lot of friction and you're saying exactly what you believe, then you got to do some work up here. You got to do some work in that thought, that process, that mind, your thoughts themselves. You're gonna do some work with that stinking thinking. That's what some people call it. That stinking thinking, that ugly thinking that you may very well be aligning with. Yet there is a part of you, we call it spirit. It's just the very essence of you. You are a spirit with the soul in a body. Your spirit really knows the truth, even if you're not thinking it's your spirit. That boop, 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 that part of you that gets pricked, it gets pricked by certain things. It really knows the truth. So I'm encouraging you today. It's a midday moment for real. I'm encouraging you today. You got some friction going around. Check your thoughts. Check your speech. One, they need to be aligned. And if they are aligned on the truth that you know in your spirit, that's going to help you to create some peace in the midst of chaos. Now, If you lying to yourself and you trying to really believe some turkey washi, as my friend Lisa likes to say, some shiitake mushroom. You really cooking up them shiitake mushrooms. That's another word for some other stuff. Then therein lies the friction. So what are you thinking? Think on these things that are pure, lovely, honest, of good report. You got to think on the fruit of the spirit. You got to think on the most positive aim possible, and believe it and align with it. And that's going to allow you to create the peace that you're looking for in the midst of chaos. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give this quick example. So there was something I was assisting, I was supporting someone with a situation recently. And for a moment, I got a headache. I got a headache. I mean, and it came like, oh, boom. I'm like, why do I have this headache? And I had to sit back and say, okay, first of all, stay in your lane. That is nothing for you to resolve. So stay in your lane. You're here to be come on. The truth is, I'm here to be a loving presence. The truth is, I didn't do that and I don't have to fix that. I'm here to be a loving presence. So the debate that they're having over there, that debate, I don't have nothing to do with that debate. I'm just here to be a loving presence. And guess what? When I got through that little friction and I aligned my voice with my thoughts and my truth, the headache went away. And I had peace in the midst of the chaos. Yeah, the power of your voice. The power of your voice. Make sure it's aligned. All right. Gotta go. I love you. God bless you. Don't be stingy. Like and share. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Remember, subscribe to our KANTV network. It's a YouTube page where you can get Kingdom Inspirations 24/7, 365. Okay. All right.